Shout out to the Shade Room for reposting this information. I'm going to read to you what the Shade Room had to say about it before I read the actual tweets, because then that way it'll make more sense. The Shade Room wrote, hashtag Cyn Santana was a hot topic on hashtag Twitter this morning due to some backlash she received from an old interview clip that has now resurfaced. The clip is from a 2016 interview on hashtag Angela Yee's hashtag Lip Service podcast. In the clip, hashtag Cyn talks about her experience with how black men cater to Latinas using the word, quote, especially. People weren't too keen for her comments and felt as though she was degrading the black woman against the Latina woman. Cyn made sure to clear up any confusion on her statements and said her comments were taken out of context. She did not shy away from apologizing either way. She also made it clear that she didn't say anything that suggests that, quote, black men cater to Spanish women because they don't have attitudes like black women, as some fan tweets suggested. Swipe to see what Cyn had to say. Okay, now I'm going to read the actual tweets to you guys. I had to go ahead and read that to you guys so you know what this is about. So the Shade Room also said, Cyn Santana responds to backlash due to resurfaced clip from 2016 interview. Somebody named Zoe said, stop explaining yourself to strangers. Cyn Santana replied, nah, I'm going to explain myself because these strangers are black women, and I especially love the black woman. I've never in my life bashed one, never will. So yeah, I'm going to explain myself and shed some clarity on a clip that's being spread around with little context. Somebody named the Harlem Shimmy said Cyn Santana got on that podcast and said black men cater to Spanish women because they don't have attitudes like black women. Meanwhile, she's on national television begging her man for sex and sensitivity. Girl, I guess. For the record, that's not even what she said. That person's a liar. Somebody named Peaches, or Liberian Gal on Twitter, said, what happened on Love and Hip Hop New York that got the timeline in an uproar though? Somebody named Not So Newlywed Podcast said, Cyn was on Angela Yee's podcast and said black men like Spanish women more because they don't have attitudes like black women, and that she loves black men because they treat her better than they do black women. Once again, that's not what she said. So Cyn said, that's a lie. Those weren't the words. How would I know how a black woman gets treated in a relationship? I'm not in it. Old ass interview, my young worded something poorly, and today in social media, everything gets taken completely out of context. Shaking my head. Somebody named Melanie said, I mean, most Latino women feel like this, so yeah. You changed your mind, sis? Laughing out loud. Cyn said, no, babe. Nothing to change my mind about. I never thought or felt that. So Melanie, this idiot, goes on to say, like, this is extremely disappointing, especially since tons of black wombs root for you. Shaking my head. So Cyn said, understandable. I was more so speaking about my preference, my pleasant experiences with the black man. I cut myself off because I wasn't mature enough at the time to properly articulate my point. Not here to defend or personally attack. Apologies if I did. Red heart emoji. So Melanie, the misinformed moron, goes on to say, sadly enough, it isn't your fault because I'm most certain you've heard tons of people in your community and the black community say terrible things about black women. So as long as you've unlearned that short of attitude, you'll be fine. So anyways, Cyn says, and sadly enough, you're correct. You know what? She's not correct. But anyway, but I still have never bashed a black woman in my life. Never ever have and never ever will, because it's not in me. Nothing about my character will ever show that. Thank you for the conversation though. I think it's important to have. Red heart emoji. This is ridiculous. So somebody named Asha Aliyah or something like that says she deleted that tweet with the quickness with a dead skull emoji. So Cyn Santana said, I don't know why. I would love to have this conversation. I'm not scared to, and I'm not here to fight. I think we should have this dialogue because I understand the frustration. So let's shed light on it and clear things up. I want to be very clear on where I stand with an I-E-Y-E, not the letter I. I want to be very clear on where I stand. I've never bashed a black woman in my life, never have, and never will. It ain't in me. I don't feel it. I improperly used the word, quote, especially in the interview, which made it seem to some as if I was separating myself and looking down on. And finally, Cyn Santana said, if I've offended anyone, I do indeed apologize. I used the word, quote, especially in a way that changed the context of what I was trying to say for some. And while I was trying to be sensitive, I used the word personal because I know it's a sensitive topic. I'm not here to attack. Cyn, you don't have to explain. Shh. Here's the truth. What Cyn Santana said, for the record, was nothing like what people were depicting it as. All of this fake outrage. Oh, black women, woe is me. We're always being attacked and all this other. Just a bunch of sheer foolishness. Nobody attacks people more. Nobody has a nastier mouth or a sharper tongue than the black woman. You would think that black women were battle rappers. The way they go around dissing people, disrespecting people, thinking that they have punchlines and all their no boo-boo and sticking their lips out and pointing at people and all this other let me not say that word. All of this other stupidity and foolishness, empty-headedness. Nobody attacks anyone. Listen, the one group of people who attack another group of people more than anybody else is the stuff that black women say about black men, especially with running to the mainstream media. Whether it's to go make documentaries, or it's to go on a news show, or it's to go on a talk show, or it's to speak in a magazine, or it's to do a web interview or whatever. Black women are always bashing black men. They're gay that are in jail. That's why we need to go seek white men. Well, please go do that. Black females are constantly on the warpath against black males. Black males are told to just accept it because someone must have done something wrong at one point or another in her lifetime to justify, what she's saying in the way that she feels. Her feelings matter more than your life, black male of any age, unless you're like a flat out baby. And even then it's debatable because you have black whores on this exact website telling other black women, if you get pregnant with a black male baby, abort the little mother effer. Literally, that's what black women are saying right here on this very website. Okay? For the record, black women are most, and it's a damn shame I have to say this. Not all. It's really shameful that so many black women are so dumb that I have to say that. Of course, I'm not talking about every single black woman, but a very sizable portion of black females are either doing these things or co-signing it. I just heard another black woman just yesterday. She was on a live, and I don't remember what day she actually made this live, but I heard it yesterday, where she was talking about black women need to let white people, including white police officers kill black men and just not care. This is the type of stuff, this is the type of propaganda that black females are spreading here in America. And as black males are told that they just have to accept it. And you can't even say something like, I don't like weaves, or I don't support welfare, if that's your opinion, without them saying, well, that's coded language. You're talking about black women and you're attacking us, to say, I don't want my tax dollars going to welfare. If people can work, I don't want able-bodied people taking my hard-earned money and being able to live off of it without them having to contribute to society financially. If you say that, they'll say that it's an attack on black women. I did a video, I think it was like a year or two ago. It was about Jocelyn Hernandez. And she brought Bonnie Bella to work with her. And I was joking around. I was like, yeah, some of y'all ain't got no job, blah, blah, blah. I just told like a bunch of different jokes. And it was funny. It was a good material. And I was making it up off the top of my head too. And, and I'm just freestyling, just spitting out punchlines, telling little jokes and stuff, cracking myself up, even though I wasn't really laughing in the video. Telling my little jokes and whatnot. Here come the black women in my comment section, because I said something about some of the people who are listening to me don't work. And here come the black women saying that I was attacking black women because I told some jokes about not working and welfare. I didn't even mention black women at all. I wasn't even talking about black women specifically. I was just telling jokes about people who don't work because they just don't want to. But anyways, y'all, man, black women with their fake outrage. Here they go again. The sisters out here now attacking Cyn Santana because she said that basically she's had great relationships with black men. That means that you must be saying that basically you hate black women. Because you're saying that the black men that you've been in relationships with treated you well. The truth of the matter is that these black women have been working so hard for decades to destroy the image of the heterosexual black male. So this woman, Cyn Santana, who's not black and she's absolutely beautiful. She has beautiful hair, a beautiful face, a beautiful body, great personality, and lots of people like and love Cyn Santana. She's one of our favorite people from Love and Hip Hop, and also one of our, in my case, one of my favorite people on the planet. Most people suck. Cyn Santana she's everything. I mean, she's beautiful, she's sweet, she's a good mom, she's everything. So the fact that Cyn Santana is one of the best women out here, and then she's saying that basically she's had good relationships with black men, and you have all of these black women trying to slander the name of black men, trying to destroy us. They're like, wait a second, heifer. Because remember, this isn't just some 300-pound Becky, quote unquote. This is some smoking hot Latina with the big booty, the tig old bitties, the cute face, everything. She's a dime. And she's under 30. I think she's like 26. She's a dime. She's under 30. She only has one kid with one man. And everybody likes her. So this isn't some damn slouch giving credit to black men where they can laugh it off. That right there messes up the system that they created to slander black men's names. Like, you're telling me this beautiful woman that everybody loves is basically saying that black men are pretty freaking awesome. It's not like she said, you know, my relationships have been okay with black men, Joe's the best one, and then went on some rant about all types of crazy bad stuff that happened to her when it comes to black men. No, no, not at all. It wasn't that type of conversation. She's like, look, I've had some good black men. Even the so-called good black women, love to slander the names of black men. You have this non-black woman that everybody loves who's beautiful out here saying something nice, and that's what the whole issue really, truly was. But anyways, this is all my opinion, wink, wink. Let me know what you think about it all below. Me Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Me Magazine blog and Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Let me know what you think about my cutie pie, Cynthia, who's one of the hottest chicks ever. Dime piece, goddess supreme. Share this video on social media where the hosts congregate: Twitter, Facebook, Google+, two cans with a string in the middle, and telepathically. That way everybody named Mama 2 knows that my boo, Cyn Santana, is being slammed on social media. And just for the record, she has a mixed son who's part black. And let the truth be told, if Cyn Santana took a DNA test, I'm telling you, I've been looking at her a lot recently, with lots of lotion being just, my lotion bill has gone to hell thanks to Cyn Santana in 2019 and 2018, truth be told, and since I first saw her in 2014. But the point is this though. Damn, what was I saying? Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta rewind this shit to go figure out what I was trying to say. All right, y'all, I'm back, y'all. I'm black, y'all. Just kidding. I'm not black, I'm brown. So this is the thing, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Cyn Santana took a DNA test and it came back that she's like 30% black. Because I've been looking at her a lot recently. You know, well, everybody knows why I've been looking at her a lot recently. Rapid hand movement. But I'm like, dang, like how much black does she have in her? I saw some recent pictures of her. I'm gonna make a separate video about that. But I saw some recent pictures of her and she was looking like a light-skinned black chick or something. Or like a mulatto. I don't know. I think she might have more black in her than what y'all thinking. But forget that. Who gives a crap about that? The point is that my baby Cyn is the truth. She's everything. She's the truth and the light. She is my Jesus. All right, y'all. Give your souls to Cyn. Sin with Cyn. All right, y'all. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Let me know what you think about my cutie pie with the big booty pie. Cyn Santana, share this video on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, two cans with a string in the middle, and telepathically. That way everybody knows that Cyn Santana is everything, and that anybody that hates on her is a poopy head. And Meat Magazine loves some Cyn Santana. Shout out to Joe Budden, the MVP, the most valuable penis, because he gets to bust on the nuts in Cyn Santana's butt. Thank you, sir. I salute you. You did a great service to the earth. by having a baby with this one, and you better marry her too. Forget just the proposing. We need the wedding to happen this year, before the summer or by the summer, whatever.